Hello everyone. It's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome to today's craft and chat. You can see I've got things ready to go. I've got more lights on, we're all good. We're ready to go. I'm ready to film today's craft and chat. It's going to be a super fun one because I need to make some swap cards for a demonstrator group that I'm in. There's a group of Minnesota demonstrators, and every new online exclusive launch or catalog launch, we do a card swap together. So I need to make 21 of the same cards for this card swap. Don't worry, we're not going to make all of them together on camera. But instead I thought that, I need to make 21. I need to know what they're going to look like. So we're going to make one together on video today on camera. And that's what I'm going to end up doing for the rest of my card swap. So we're going to basically design the sample today. And we are using the Fun Umbrella Days bundle. Now, this bundle just released in the online exclusives on November 4th, 2024, or maybe November 5th. One of those this week if you're watching this live or when it's posted, and so this actually came out to demonstrators back in October. We could get our hands on it in October. We can use, for this swap, we can use any of the new online exclusive items, and I'm a sucker for umbrella sets, so this was my pick. So let's go ahead. I am going to hook my camera up and show my desktop, and we are going to get this designed together. Now, the bare bones basics of my design here. First, let me show you this stamp set up close. How pretty is this? I love it. And of course, a really awesome set of dies here as well. But the bare bones, what I'm envisioning in my mind, for whatever reason, I cannot get off of this really pretty piece of the Country Woods paper. And this is a scrap piece, but what I think I'm going to do, because with swaps, you try to be really conscious of sizes of things, because otherwise you're using up like your whole stash. So I think I'm going to cut this at 3x4, because then I know I can get, what is it? 4, so 12 out of a sheet of DSP, out of one 12x12 sheet. And so I'm going to cut that there. And I think that's really pretty. I know that there are some patterns that have more of that white that peek through, but that's what we've got. So what I am debating on, what I'm thinking is, I also have this Lagoon trim. Now, I know these might not look like they go together right off the bat, but this is new from the online exclusives too, and I thought, well, it'd be kind of fun. But you know what? We also have a gold, so maybe I'll swap this out and use the gold instead. Let me grab that. All right, here's the beautiful gold, and this just might work better. So this is the gold twisted thread that goes with the Valentine suite, but of course you can use it for anything. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to start with a card base that's maybe, I'm just thinking in my head, let's go, and actually, you know what? Well, I might cut this down to 3x3, but we'll wait on that. I think I'm going to do a card base that's Night of Navy. Just kidding. Should we do Misty Moonlight instead? That might be pretty. Okay, let's do Misty Moonlight. So, and again, I'm just designing the first one here. So we're going to go Misty Moonlight. Okay, so I cut that 8.5 by 4.5, and then let's score it at 4 1/4. By the way, I will have a blog post linked in the description of this video that has all of the measurements and all of the supplies that I've used in case you want to check that out. So we've got that. Then I want to cut a piece of basic white. Let's go 3 3/4 by 5, because that's one of my favorite layers. Randomly, I don't know why, but it is. And let's do that. And that's going to layer on here. And, this might look okay with the 3x4, but I might want it 3x3. Do we want to commit to that? I think we're going to commit to it. There we go. We cut it. Too late to go back now. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to cut, what color do I want? Maybe, I'm just debating between Misty Moonlight to match our card base, or Night of Navy. Decisions. Why is it so hard? I don't know. Or should I do like a white matte? I like to matte my stuff. I think it just really elevates it. But we've got a white down here, so I don't really want to do white, but maybe I do. I don't know. It's so hard sometimes. Okay, let's think about this. Let's pull in some navy and see if we like it. So this is why I'm designing one before I have to design all of them. I don't love the navy with the misty background, but what if we changed Okay, hold on. Let's try it with a Misty and see if we like that. And yeah, I don't like that. I like the navy layer better, which means I think I need to change my card base to navy. Let's try. Look, I have one ready to go. Already in the packet. Okay, so if we do the, oh yeah, I already like that better. So sorry, Misty. But to be honest, I'm more of a Night of Navy girl anyway, so I'm not too surprised. Not too surprised that I wanted to switch things up. So, don't mind me just putting stuff away. Okay, so let's do that, and then that's 3 by 3, so we're going to cut this at 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, so the blog post that I have linked in the description, that's going to have pictures of this final project. Maybe if I am quick enough, I will actually also take a picture of all the swap cards together. So you can see that, because that's always kind of fun too. And then, what else was I going to say? I don't know. And then words are hard. Words are escaping me today. Oh, I'll also have all the products that I used in case there is anything you see that I used today that you're like, I want that. Okay, so I was kind of picturing like one of these sentiments just being stamped right on this basic white layer, and then maybe like this little kid stamp going right on there. What do we think of that? I think that would be really pretty, because then with the kid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jazz it out with yellows. Because I think that would be really nice. So let's mount our stamps here. So this is the smaller one. You could use the adult as well. I'm going to grab a bigger block here, and we're going to do some committing, because that's just where I'm at. I need to commit to something, right? Right. Okay, you know what? We should stamp on this first, don't you think? Okay, so we have got our sentiment here, and maybe it'll just get stamped at the bottom, because I'm going to add this square here. I actually would kind of like this to get added like right below where the square is. So we're going to actually go ahead and we're going to stamp it. We're going to do it. I'm like hesitant. I don't know why I'm hesitant. It's just paper. If it turns out really horribly, we can cut more. Okay, so I've got this inked up. Let me test on a scrap paper real quick first. I've got these grid lines, and I can see how straight I put my sticker on my stamp. Pretty dang straight, I would say. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Night of Navy piece. It's not glued down, but I'm going to put it roughly in the right spot. Ink up that stamp, and then I'm going to stamp this. Okay, we've committed. That looks good to me. All right, close up Night of Navy. And we are going to adhere this basic white layer to our card front here with seal. Okay, fold and burnish on that score line. Add some seal to our DSP. So now that I cut this at 3 by 3, we can actually get 16 out of one sheet of 12 by 12, which is kind of nice. So we've got that added. Now I just have to decide if I want this piece up on dimensionals. I think I kind of do. I think it almost looks a little bit more elevated. So let's pop up this square on dimensionals. Peel off all the backings. And then we're going to adhere this. And do I want it slightly crooked? Some of you are going, no, 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 don't make it crooked. But part of me kind of wants it crooked. No, I won't. I know I've had comments before, people say, anytime you make something crooked, I can't do it. So I'm going to make mine straight. I always say, that's A-okay. It is your card. Do what you need to with it. All right, this is my scrap of basic white. So let me find one that can fit our little... Maybe this guy can fit him. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to grab our Tuxedo Black Memento ink, because I'm going to color this in with Stamping Blends. So I'm going to grab that, stamp down our cute little kid, close up my ink pad, and now this is the fun part because we get to decide what colors to use. Now, I have a rain jacket that is bright yellow, and I also have a rain jacket that is bright red, and I think both would be really fun for this card. So I think we might do the umbrella in red. So that's Poppy Parade. The rain jacket and boots maybe in... I'm going to go a little out there. I'm going to do Lemon Lolly and Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to split them with the red so I don't get them mixed up. So I could do like... No, you know what? Yeah, actually we are. Okay, we're going to do one with one and then the other with the other. And then we've got the pants here. So let's do the pants. We do have Night of Navy blend. So let's just let's actually do Balmy Blue blends. Or should I do Azure Afternoon? You guys, you can totally help me out and answer, but by the time you answer, they'll be done. By the time you see the video. Well, okay, we just have to commit. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we have to color in the little hands as well. And so I'm just going to use, you could use whatever you want, but I'm going to use the 700 natural tone blend. So this is it's called the SU 700, but this would be probably, I think it's the medium light pack. Okay, so let's commit. So we're going to do his hands first. I don't know why I said he was a he. She could be a she too. Okay, we've got the hands done. Let's do the pants with the Balmy Blue. And cute. Sometimes I have to concentrate when I color. Okay, and then I'm undecided. Maybe we're gonna do the umbrella and the boots in the yellow and the rain jacket in the red. That would be fun. So let's do, this one is Lemon Lolly. We're gonna do the umbrella in Lemon Lolly. And I just like, when I color with blends, I like to go in with my dark blend first. Just add a little bit of shading in here, right? The sun is not shining because it's raining. But you can kind of envision a light source somewhere because it's still, the sun is somewhere and it's going to be a little bit brighter in that direction, right? And I just color in with my light Lemon Lolly. So is this how you color with your blends? I know that some people like to color in the entire image with the light blend first and then go back in with the dark blend to add the shading. This is just how I learned, so this is what works for me. I also color with the fine tip end over the brush tip. And I know I've heard from other demo friends, they're like, I can't do that. And I used to not be able to. I used to always color with the brush tip, and now for whatever reason I cannot do it. I just like can't stay in the lines. Which I know sounds funny, but okay. And then we've got the little pocket here too. All right, so there's that, and then we can color in the rest here with our light Poppy Parade. I love how bright Poppy Parade is. Cutie cute. I love the set. For some reason, I'm just always a sucker for like umbrella sets. Oh, I love them. I will buy all of them every time they come out. We have had a couple of sets without people, but with umbrellas, and I've owned them all. I think it might be because rainy weather is actually my favorite weather. Now, I can't take it like every single day because then it's just kind of depressing and you need the sun. But in general, oh, I love rainy weather. I love snowy weather as long as I don't have to go drive in it. I love it. I'm a big fan. All right, we've got that all colored in. I think that went pretty well. And the thing with swap cards sometimes is that you don't want to do something that's going to be like an outrageous amount of time. So I don't feel like this coloring is going to take that long because like I said, I do have to, after I've got my sample one done, which will be the one that I keep for myself, I have to make 21 more of these. And so you don't want something like that's going to take you 7 hours to do, but you want it to be nice and like good quality so that people can be inspired by it, right? Okay, let me grab here my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I like to do swaps because, you know, you don't always buy all of the sets either, most of the time. But, you know, there are instances where I get card swaps back and it, you know, they use sets that I don't own, and then I either go buy that set or it's just really cool to have a card made with it because, you know, I might have somebody ask a question or something and then I have something that I can show and share, which is always really fun. Oh, so precious. There's our cute little die cut image, and that's going to go right here. So what I envisioned with this twine was maybe to add a little bit behind. So before we commit to this, let's just unravel some. And we're going to like loop-de-swoop it like this. And this is kind of what I envisioned, was like a loop-de-swoop. I don't know. Do we like that? I feel like I should add something because it just needs something. So I'm going to cut 10 inches of this and we're going to just play with it and see what we like. Because I could also just tie a bow. But let me just grab, it's like bow-ish, right? Nothing's adhered yet. Do we like that? Or do we like it as like a real bow, like down here? I kind of like it behind. What do you think? Oh, it's so hard. Okay, we're going to commit to that. I'm going to just do a line of seal right here because I know the body of this will cover it. And I don't, yeah, okay, let's do a faux bow. We're going to meet in the middle. We're going to meet in the middle. Sometimes you just have to decide, right? Okay, so faux bow. Here's what I do to make a faux bow. So this is where we don't actually have to tie any knots. So I'm going to take the two ends, and I cut this at 10 inches. So I'm going to take the two ends in my left hand. I'm going to grab the loop of it in my right hand, and I'm going to stick this on the exposed seal, okay? And I have it running from like top left to bottom right because that's the direction I want my bow to go in. And then I'm just going to stick the ends down onto the seal. So I didn't actually have to tie anything, but it looks like a bow. And then once this goes on, it's all covered, right? So then you can kind of play with it and go, okay, that one loop looks a little bit bigger than the other one. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay, so then we can flip over this guy, this image. Add some dimensionals, of course. So I'm going to add one down there and then two on the umbrella so that I don't compete with our ribbon here, or twine, or thread, or whatever it is. And peel off the backings. And then when I stick this down, I'm going to make sure I cover that exposed adhesive. Oh, like that. It's so cute. Okay, let me find some embellishments. All right, so typically I try to use something new, but I don't know that I really love these as options. These are the Riverside Irregular Pearls. So I can just kind of play, like that might look cute. I don't know, that might be okay. But I also thought that these would be kind of pretty and they would tie in the yellow. These are the gold textured adhesive back dots. These are in the mini catalog. You can tell I have never used these, but I thought that those might be kind of pretty. I don't know. I think I might go with these. They are not in the new online exclusives, but like I said, they are pretty. And I think they would tie together really well. So let's go with that. Okay, so let's go and we can do, let's do a big, come here. Getting the first one off is always kind of tricky because I try to stay on that plastic. So I'm going to actually do them up on the DSP. So we're going to do a big, a little, and then a middle over on this side, maybe down here. Cute! I like how that turned out. So that is my swap card. So now I just have to make 21 more, but it'll go quick because I'll assembly line it. I'll cut all the card bases and then all this layer and then all this layer and etc. But that is how that looks. And I think it turned out really cute. So I like that. And yeah, this one was fun. So thank you for joining me as I truly worked through the creative process of this one. Sometimes I have like an idea in my head, like last week's with the embossing powders. I had that idea in my head and was ready to rock and roll. This one I kind of had an idea, but I was mainly just starting with this Country Woods paper. I thought that that would be really pretty and kind of look a little bit, I mean, not rain because it's wood, but you know, kind of. So yeah, I love how this one ended up turning out though, and such a cute and encouraging card, and stamp set. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a big thumbs up on YouTube. That really helps me out. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that. Don't forget, also in the description below this video, I will have linked both my blog post, which has the picture of this card and all the supplies used, as well as I will give you the measurements for what I did here. And, you know, as supplies used, I'll mention all those Stampin' Blends and everything as well. And I also, just directly in this YouTube video, will have that supply list linked for you there. But I love this set. I would love to know what your new favorite is from the new online exclusives, because they're just all so fun. And, you know, this one's maybe my favorite. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But I will catch you next time. Bye for now.